Okay, let's try this again. See if they will send it out this time. I don't even know if this is the same link or not. Looks to be like a different link. Okay, please work. Please send out the notification. We shitting our pants tonight? I sure hope so. I would love a good old pants shitting. Yo, YouTube is just fucking me, man. What the fuck? Work! What's going on, guys? I've learned from Dwayne that YouTube has a 3 notifications per day limit, and Nato had to restart his a bunch of time. Probably went over the limit. We shouldn't have gone over the limit. I mean, this is... It seems ridiculous to me. Man. Hold on, buddy. I'm right here. We're good. YouTube is crazy, man. It's like they don't want me here. Whatever. I'll play for the 14 of you. I don't give a shit. Okay, accept. There's voice recognition in this game? Okay. Do I have to do the training? Okay. I have to train. Can you do Gons versus and Diablo? I haven't listened... excuse me. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. I haven't listened to it yet. Joey and I are probably going to react to that together on this channel. Exclusive scary stream? Yeah. This is like so weird. I don't know why. Maybe they'll send them in the middle of the stream. Who knows? Who knows? Keep your sanity high. I missed that. Okay. I don't know the purpose of this game. Probably should have read it. Training objectives. Found a non-violent ghost that you can use to train your ghost hunting skills. We've already located the ghost in the nursery. Head inside and read the slideshow we have set up for you on the TV. Alright, cool. Okay. Yeah, it's not a stream happened under 24 hours ago. It's probably still counting his streams, and I think he restarted it like 2 times. Bro, that's stupid. That is stupid. I don't have a key. I do have a key? Yo, you can't sprint in this game? How much does this game cost? I think it was like $13 maybe. What is that? What are you? What are you? Flashlight? Okay. Can I pick this shit up? Blacklight. Okay. This all looks like training stuff. Key. Key. I need you. Hey. How do I pick shit up? E. That'd have been dope for them to tell me that. Right click. Okay. Oh, fuck me. I forgot to press the button. You guys can't even see shit. Oh, my good God. Okay. My bad. Yo, that was a wreck. Alright. Okay, so I have the key to open that. What the fuck are the mechanics of this game? Okay. So it said the ghost was in the nursery, but read the blackboard. Okay. I apologize for not switching it over. I was too irritated with YouTube. Welcome to the Ghost Hunter's Training Guide. This guide will show you how to become a professional ghost hunter. Use the TV remote to get to the next slide. Okay. Controls. Yeah? The fuck? Move forward, I got all that. Run is shift. I definitely tried to run and it did not do that. Okay, crouch is C. Oh, there's a push to talk? Cock! Okay. Dropping frames hard. Yo, this is wonderful. Wonderful. Is it good now? Inventory swap is Q. Okay. Looks like a black light. Okay. Okay. Camera. Okay. Drop item is G. Pick up items E. Okay. Secondary use is F. Okay. Are we still dropping frames? On an invasive... Oh, fuck me. It's smooth now. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. It's not smooth. I just looked at the playback. Why the fuck is it not smooth? I hope it's fine. Jesus. Alright, on an investigation, you will have around 5 minutes before the ghost will anger and drop your sanity faster. Use this time to set up equipment and find the ghost. For today, though, you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Wait, I should probably keep reading through that fucking shit. Oh, no, that was the last thing. Okay, so I know I'm supposed to go with the nursery. Everything in this closet. Can't open the closet. Alright. Sprint is not sprinting. There's a really tight-ass bedroom in here. It's 12 o'clock, alright. Alright, interesting. Oh. Alright, hallway closet. Yo, what's going on? Clay, how you doing? I'm hearing shit open and close by itself. Is this the nursery? This looks like the nursery. What was I supposed to do in here? Some move. Ah! Ah! Yo, do you see like a shadow of a bird? Ah! These shadows are fucking non-realistic and it's scaring the balls out of me. Stream drops frames like crazy, then gets smooth. Alright, maybe is there something in the settings of the game? There's not even... This is the only setting. This is a fucking audio setting. Let me look in... I'm gonna look in OBS real quick. Dropped frames, 0%. Well, you're a fucking liar. Alright, hold on. Output. Bitrate. That's the audio bitrate. I don't know how to fix this. And it's super annoying. I'm just gotta hope that it fixes it. Yeah, it's definitely not the game. The game's playing smooth, but the playback stream-wise, it just sucks for whatever reason. There should be no reason for that. What the fuck was I supposed to do in the nursery? Ah! The ghost is in here, right? Do I have to take a picture of it? Q. Make sure the bitrate is 6,000. Fucking, I'm getting really irritated today. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'll put it at 6,000. I mean, it's at 4,500 right now. Alright, I just bumped it up to 6,000. You should play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I would if, but my PlayStation's only 250 gigabytes and the game's like 262 gigabytes, so I can't even download the full game. This is where I'm supposed to be, right? Oh, the door's locked. I can't even get out. Oh, handprint. Okay. Cool. That's not cool. Okay, so obviously there's a handprint. Anything else? Man, this game gives you very little explanations. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to you guys. I'm really just trying to figure out this fucking game. That ball's moving. The ghost is fucking with my sanity. In real life and in the game. Get off of me, you fuck. Games are getting huge nowadays, but Modern Warfare is insanely huge. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Is it still dropping frames? What the fidgety fuck you fuck? Yeah, it's something with the gameplay, because my face cam isn't dropping. You are correct, and I don't know how to fix it. It does that with some games for some reason. I might have to play a different game and change the live stream. I might just play like Among Us or some shit. Especially since I have no fucking idea what to do in this game. Okay, I get it. There's a fucking handprint here. Crouch. Crouch. Alright, little kid's shoes. That's fun. There's obviously a ghost in here. Yeah, this game is dropping frames like fucking crazy. Oh, I'm getting so mad at the moment. Alright, we're not gonna play this game. Just because it keeps dropping frames and I'm getting pissed watching the playback. So I'll have to figure out this stupid fucking game at some point. Because I really do want to play it. But I can't play it right now. So, what do you guys want to do tonight then? Because I wanted to live stream. You guys want me to react to anything in particular? And I can just change some of this. I'm going to react to whatever you want. How about that? Okay, I've changed the live stream to Crypt reacts to whatever you want. And so let's do that. I want to react to some of those short films again. Those are fun. Does the main game work? I can't play the main game until I beat the tutorial. But, I mean, like I said, there's certain games that the frame rate does that, and I don't know why. Two girls, one cup. Okay, Steven, you're fired. Play another scary game. Tom McDonald's Horror Story. What? Tom McDonald's Horror Story. Did he have, like, scary stories that he told? Is there a different scary game you guys can think of? Have you ever seen the short film 9? I have not. And I just thought about it, and I'm not going to react to short films because I got fucking... My stream got taken down last time. You guys remember that? Tom's horror story was creepy. Alright, fuck it. We'll go listen to old Thomas MacDonald. Scary stories with Tom.
Welcome.
Okay. 25-minute video? What the shit balls? Okay. Scary stories with Tom MacDonald. If you guys don't know, I'm actually pretty cool with Tom now. We've talked a handful of times, and he lets me react to his music now. It's crazy. Okay, dude, don't you love when fake people add you on Snapchat? Jesus. Okay, let's see what Tom's talking about here.
Welcome to Ghost Stories with yours truly, Tom MacDonald. We're gonna have to take a trip in the Wayback Machine for this one, because this happened a long time ago. The year was 2012. Thankfully, the Mayan calendar was wrong, and the much publicized end of the world didn't come. But it still got weird. It still got really weird. This all started with a music video shoot in the small Canadian town, abandoned Canadian town of Tranquil. But it wasn't until after this whole ordeal, it wasn't until after everything that I'm about to tell you, it wasn't until after all of that that we found out that Tranquil is actually one of the most haunted places in North America. Let's start from the beginning. So there was 3 of us.
I love scary
stories. There was
stories.
myself, the music video director, and my producer at the time, Olivier. We all piled into a vehicle on a Friday afternoon and started the long drive to a long-forgotten corner of the Canadian Pacific Northwest. We were unknowingly...
Yeah, honestly, this is the longest I've ever heard... almost called him Todd. The longest I've ever heard Tom talk before.
Embarking on what would turn out to be one of the most terrifying experiences of all of our lives. Aside from a traffic jam on the highway, it was a rather long and uneventful drive. As we drew closer and closer to Tranquil, things gradually became more and more desolate. The cars that we were sharing the highway with gradually disappeared. The streetlights gave way to pine trees, and the tiny communities that just dot the edges of the asphalt were just eventually swallowed up by the suffocating Canadian wilderness. Paved roads turned to gravel, and the gravel roads turned to dirt roads, and the vast forest around us just seemed to entirely close in. And when the paved roads turned to gravel roads and the gravel roads turned to dirt roads, that's when we reached the Iron Gates. Our final destination, Tranquil, had been cut off from the rest of the world for quite some time. Essentially, Tranquil was home to Canadians who had tuberculosis, and at the time, tuberculosis was incurable and highly infectious. Sound familiar? They pretty much...
It sounds like Waverly Hills in Louisville, which is like an hour north of me, a little over an hour north of me. I've always wanted to go there. Dude, I can't tell you guys how much I love scary stories and how much I love just like Halloween and this time of year. People, oh my goodness, God. Okay.
Shipped everyone in Canada who had tuberculosis. They shipped all of those people to Tranquil, this tiny town in the middle of nowhere, and they shipped them there to die essentially. Yep. Anyway, we didn't know any of that. All we knew was we had to shoot a music video, and this was the perfect place to do it, and we were going to get it done. So there we were in the middle of nowhere. We pulled the car over to the side of the dirt road. We unpacked everything we needed, lights and cameras and bags and outfits and all that stuff. And we cut into the trees to get around the iron gate that was blocking the road, and we were on our way. So after a short hike through the trees, we came up over the top of a hill, and there it was. Just silent and still and forgotten. There was schools and houses and convenience stores and hospitals and libraries.
That'd be perfect to film some
paint
shit.
chips just peeling off the outside of the exteriors of these buildings, just flapping in the wind. Just seemed like they were just clinging to a time a little less lonely. We had arrived at Tranquil. So we made our way down the hill and we crossed the train tracks.
The storytelling's kind of on point, not even gonna lie.
And there was no signs of life. And when I say no signs of life, I mean nothing. No birds, no coyotes, no bugs, nothing. Nothing like what you would expect of a town encapsulated in a massive forest in the middle of nowhere. So we made our way towards the 3 dilapidated houses. They were just on the outskirts of town, and they were identical. And they sat all in a row. Same paint, same windows, same doors, same front steps. Each house as perfectly the same as the next. Anyway, as we got closer, you could practically hear these houses moaning from years of being neglected and years without maintenance. It almost felt and sounded like something was stirring around inside them. And to be completely honest, I wasn't entirely sure I wanted to find out what that something was. But it turns out that I didn't have a choice. While I was standing there just sort of lost in thought and just gripped by this almost tangible apprehension about the situation at hand, something emerged from the middle house. 2 teenage kids, and we stopped dead in our tracks. So it was this boy and this girl, and they sort of like bounced.
Listen, he's building this up, and it's really gonna piss me off if there isn't a cool climax to this story.
Toward us across this like sun-bleached pavement, and their demeanor was weird. So they got close enough to us, and I said to the boy, I said, "What are you guys doing here?" And like I said, their demeanor was strange. Well, maybe strange isn't the right word. Their demeanor just did not fit the situation. They were just like smiling and happy, and they seemed like they were excited to see us. And to me, that didn't fit the vibe. So the boy spoke first, and he said, we're just hanging out, just checking out the abandoned town, and we're filming it with this camcorder. And I was like, cool, well, did you see anything weird? And he said, nope, not yet. And then the girl just like interjected, and she was like, oh, be careful in the houses. Like, a lot of the floors are rotting, and if you go upstairs, you could fall through, and it's really friggin' dangerous. I don't really remember much else about that conversation. It was maybe like 3 minutes long, and they darted off in the other direction, and we just continued on our way. So we went into the house that our new friends just emerged from.
That fucked me up a little bit. I have a balloon on my hand. I heard that fucking door squeak, and I thought the door squeaked behind me. That shit it got me a little bit.
The girl wasn't lying. There was a massive hole in the ceiling of the living room where it looked like something on the top floor had fallen through and landed in a giant heap of rubble just sitting on the floor in the living room. It was trippy. So the more we explored, the weirder it got. Like, inside the school, there was 3 inches of dust on the desks, and the day's lessons were still scribbled on the chalkboard, and there was pencils and erasers just littered about all the workstations.
Yeah, that is like mad eerie. I've gone to an abandoned school before and have seen like people just like one day just stopped going to the school, and it's definitely fucking weird. Yo, shout out to my man Jerry Stackhouse with the $5 dono. He said, I made it. You made it to a very strange stream, my friend, but I appreciate you being here, and I can't wait to meet you again and eat your ribs. They're so good.
Picked anything up, you leave a perfect impression of whatever you picked up on the surface that you picked it up off of. Like, this stuff literally hadn't been touched in years. After roaming through like half a dozen buildings, we had finally made our decision where we were going to start shooting this music video, and we decided on, of course, the sanatorium. So we were walking down the main street on our way back to the hospital when I noticed something peculiar. Peculiar? When I noticed something
sounded out.
There was this small white brick building that was just sort of jetting out of the dirt right on the edge of town. And we had a long day of shooting ahead of us, but Tranquil just felt like it was some sort of portal to like an alternate dimension, and we were just so captured by the mystery of this town that like work came second, and we just wanted to explore. So we took off towards that white building. So this building was essentially just like a brick box. It was maybe like 10 feet tall by 20 feet long and 20 feet wide, and it had one of those big metal doors on it. It was like a like something that you'd see on a government building. It was that light green color, kind of like sun bleached by the sun. It was missing its doorknobs. I walked over, no windows on this thing, can't see inside. So I walk over to this big green door, and I put my hand inside where the doorknob's supposed to be, and I jerked the door open. So it was dark, and it was not the type of dark that you're familiar with. This wasn't like 1 a.m. in my house dark. This was like pitch blackness. But we're here to shoot a music video, right? So we got lights. So I grabbed one of the lights, and
shout out to a Chameleon for the $2 dono, my homie. What's good? Nothing much, man. Just trying to make it through this live stream. I think YouTube maybe started sending out some notifications, so we're chilling now. Appreciate everybody watching so far. Are you reacting to specific kind of content? I'd like to react to like scary stuff like this, because this is the time of year and this is the type of stuff I love. But yeah, so basically my man is at an abandoned town in Canada where they used to treat people with tuberculosis and let them die there. Then everybody just got up and left. He met two kids, teenage kids that were super smiley and happy for no fucking reason out in the middle of this place. And now he's in this, like, he just jerked open the door to this brick building jutting out of the dirt that has no light. That's what we got so far.
I turned that motherfucker on. So when I turn the light on, there's nothing in this room. There's no windows, there's no doors, there's nothing on the walls, there's not even flooring. It's just plain concrete. It's as plain and white on the inside as it was on the outside.
Yeah, you guys just heard that Tinder notifications, get it?
A staircase going down. I'd be lying if I said we weren't scared.
Yo, it sounds exactly like a scary game. Like, I don't know if I told you guys this. I was working on building a scary game, and I might go back to do that. I had to delete a lot of it. But I think some of it's like backed up and shit. But like I have this shed out in the middle of the woods that's just plain on the outside, but you open it and it's a stairway leading down into the ground, and it goes into like this huge tunnel of scary shit. That's weird. Yeah, I really want to complete that scary game one day. I've spent a lot of money on it. Yo, shout out to, as I say, 8man TV for the $5 dono. Huge fan, man. Why do I have so much gas? Jesus. Huge fan, man. You for real should check out Harry Mack Happy Hour 2 next. You won't regret it. Much love, Crypt. You're a huge inspiration. Yo, I love Harry Mack. Probably one of the greatest freestylers of all time. I've literally watched every single video that involves Harry Mack. I promise. Harry Mack is fucking dope. All right, let's get back into the story.
We were freaked the out, man. But here's the thing about three dudes hanging out.
Did you go down the stairs?
None of these dudes is going to admit to any of the other dudes that they're scared, because that's not what dudes do. So we're all terrified, but nobody's going to admit that they're terrified to anybody else. So in the greatest display of masterfully fabricated machismo in the history of mankind, we go down the stairs.
Good.
We are so deep in denial and so unwilling to admit that we're afraid in front of another man that we forced ourselves to go down a set of stairs into a black hole inside an abandoned town in the middle of nowhere. And you know what? I could barely comprehend what was at the bottom of those stairs.
Dead body!
Medical equipment.
Medical equipment. Nice. Yeah, this sounds very, very much like. First, it sounds like Waverly Hills a lot, but it sounds like that video game, like a mixture between my video game and Waverly Hills. Shout out to Gatsby, my man. All right, homie. Kiss, kill, marry. All right, kiss, kill, marry. That's like, is that the PG-13 version? It's fuck, marry, kill. That's what I'm going with. Kim Possible, Daphne from Scooby Doo, the fine fish from Shark Tank or from Shark Tale. Okay. I guess I'm fucking Kim Possible. Definitely. Oh, no. I will fuck Daphne, marry Kim Possible, and fuck that fish. Not fuck the fish, kill the fish. You guys get it. Okay, here we go. Back going into this.
Everywhere. X-ray machines and surgery tables and scalpels and wheelchairs and rolling beds. Just everywhere. All covered in dust. Untouched for years. So there's 3 walls down here. And there's a doorway on each wall. No door, just a doorway. So I shine the light through the first doorway. Long concrete hall.
Mm-hmm.
I shine the light through the second doorway. Long concrete hall. And then I shine the light through the third doorway.
Underground tunnel system. Nice.
You guessed it. Long
penis. Oh,
concrete hall. Still
you know how funny that'd be if he goes to the third door, it's just a big cock just chilling there. Yeah, shout out to Sudden Persuasion. Is it Peruation? Peru-sation. Love the content, man. Check out Almighty Loaf next. I will keep it in my thoughts for sure. Almighty Loaf. What is that? I'm trying to strictly react to scary stuff, but I'll check it out.
Neglecting the sheer terror that's permeating every cell in our bodies.
Yeah, his vocabulary's dope.
We somehow choose a doorway, walk through it, and start our journey into the abyss. And what we found were just more concrete hallways and more wheelchairs and more rolling beds and more hallways and more doorways and more concrete halls. This was a labyrinth of underground concrete halls. And we decided it was a cool place to shoot a scene for a music video, so we started shooting a music video. I'm not even exaggerating. We probably had that camera turned on for 30 seconds before we had to turn it off because started getting weird. I just remember saying,
why would you turn it
cut
off?
the camera.
Keep the shit back on.
Did you guys hear that? And we all just stood there, just quiet and motionless in the 10-foot section of hallway that our lights would illuminate. And I am not kidding you. Somewhere out there, beyond where our lights could reach, footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Nice.
my producer, Olivier, just sort of laughing like, no way. No way. We just stood there, frozen with fear. We just stood there and we just listened. And we heard voices. Voices somewhere way out there in that maze of concrete hallways, just echoing through everywhere. And I just said, yo, pack up the camera. Let's get the out of here now.
Tom got bitch made in the middle of it, bro. No, I would have fucking done the same shit, dude. Can you imagine being in a long-ass hallway underground in a fucking abandoned town where everyone died because of a disease and you start hearing footsteps and shit? Fuck that, bro. Fuck all that. Hold on one second. I get people hitting me up right now. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to Sven FEH for the $2 dono. React to Avenged Sevenfold, A Little Piece of Heaven. Yo, I listened to that song the other day. It's a really good song. It is a really good song. Okay. He went a lot further than I would. Yeah, I would have examined all that. I got a scary story to tell you guys after this with me and Vin J, the first time I ever met him. So,
as we're packing up to leave,
but
I noticed that just out of our light's reach, I see a door. And it's a big-ass metal one. So I squeeze past Olivier, and I walk over to the door. It's this giant steel door, and it's just flush with the concrete inside this hallway. And I just push it open. It's the basement of a house. I just said, yo, shine that light over here. And there's another big metal door 6 feet away. And I walk up to it, and I push it open. Basement of a house. And then another door, and I push that open, and it's a basement of a house. And as we walk out of this labyrinth of concrete hallways, more doors, more basements of more houses. So it was at this point that I realized that this wasn't a regular town. There was something going on here. Something that required every house in town to be accessible by these underground tunnels that all led to a massive underground medical lab. Needless to say, we needed to shoot this music video and get the hell out of there. By the time we found our way out of these underground tunnels and we reached the surface of Tranquil once again, it had gotten dark. And you know what's creepier than an abandoned town in the middle of nowhere with an underground mad scientist lab? A creepy-ass abandoned town in the middle of nowhere with an underground mad scientist lab in the dark, son. That being said,
okay. Yo, shout out to Jerry Stackhouse again for the $5 dono. Said post-COVID, we should prank scare Joey Noddle. Yo, it'd be the easiest thing in the world. Joey is so scared of so many different things. I am 100% down for that, Jerry. For real, we got to do that for sure. And then Noah Crossing Gum with the $2 dono. We would love to see you react to Juice WRLD's Tim Westwood. Bro, it's an hour long. I can't do that. I have listened to it, but I can't do that. What the fuck happened to your dog? Oh, man. You can't just, like, come in here and say that. I lost my my dog passed away to parvo, unfortunately. But we're not going to talk about that. We'll move on. We got a little bit left of this story. We're actually only halfway through the video. So here we go.
The next couple hours went by rather smoothly, and we got some cool shots and some cool places. We pretty much got everything we needed and had wrapped up the music video. But this is where the really haunted starts.
Yeah, I want to see the music video.
Finish the shoot, pack up the gear, hike up the hill, sneak through the trees, go around the Iron Gate, and get back to the car. We've escaped Tranquil. Or so we thought. We load everything into the trunk of the car, and the director says, "Oh, I'm missing one of my lights. I'm missing a light." And I'm like, so what, dude? That light. Let's get the out of here. And the director goes, "Oh, well, it was a $1,200 light." And I said, I don't give a I'm not going back into the creepy abandoned town in the middle of nowhere with the underground mad scientist lab. I'm not going back. And Olivier says, I'm with Tom. I'm not going back either. And the director says, somebody has to go back because I need that light. So let's all play rock, paper, scissors for it. And the loser goes back into the town to get the light. Look, I never liked fucking rock, paper, scissors. I hate that. When there's something that somebody has to do and it's an undesirable task, everybody's always like, let's play rock, paper, scissors. I fucking hate rock, paper, scissors. It's an impossible fucking game to win. I always fucking lose. We agree we'll play rock, paper, scissors. Guess fucking what? I lose. Of course I fucking lose. But I'm not going back. Yeah. I'm not going back.
Why the fuck would you not make the director go back? Like, be like, yo, it's your fucking light. Go fuck yourself. Go get it. We'll be here when you get back. Fuck that guy. Shout out to Terrence Jameson for the $10 dono. Love the content, Crypt. I made an Eminem/Jordan Lucas/Logic type beat named after Lucario a while back. I think you might work over it. I would be so honored if you gave your thoughts on it. Yo, send it to my email. It is... do the Crypt live streams at gmail.com. I don't get a lot of emails there. So send it to that one, and I'll take a peek at it for sure.
Acting like a child, and Olivier has always been the more mature of our sort of duo. So he stands up, and he's just sick of listening to us and complain, and he goes, you know what? I will go back.
Shout out to
I'll
Olivio.
Go back and get the light.
What's
Where
up,
is
Lazy
it?
Train?
And the director says, it's in the sanatorium. Of course it's in the sanatorium. Where else would it be? Where else would the lost light be than the most haunted place in this abandoned town? It wouldn't make any sense.
Sorry, my interface. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. My interface fucked up.
Sanatorium. Of course it's in the sanatorium. Where else would it be? Where else would the lost light be than the most haunted possible place in this abandoned town? It wouldn't make any sense for it to be anywhere else. Olivier goes, okay, cool, I'll go get the light. And with that, Olivier just turns and walks into the darkness. I turn to the director and I'm just like,
I want to see his balls. I'm sure they're huge.
Dude, give me a flashlight. You gotta understand, Olivier isn't just my producer at this point. He's my best friend. And I cannot, in good conscience, let my best friend wander back into an abandoned town to get somebody else's light by himself. I just can't do it. So I run to catch up with him. So I reach him and I'm like, I got us a flashlight. And Olivier turns and looks at me, and he doesn't say anything. He just smiles, like a full-teeth grin, like one of those smiles that somebody makes when they're terrified or when they're fully aware that they're making a very poor decision and they're about to do something really stupid. Through the forest, around the fence, up the hill, down into the valley, we are back in Tranquil. It's pitch black now, and I'm carrying this little rinky-dinky ass flashlight, and we're just navigating through the town, and we're on the way back to the sanatorium. I ask Olivier, where do you think, do you have any idea where we put this light? Olivier says, yeah, it's in the big main room. I saw him put it down there. I just don't like him, so I was just gonna let him leave it there and hope that nobody noticed, and we'd just drive home, and we'd have a good chuckle about this later on. So somehow I managed to let out a muffled laugh because it's funny, but at the same time, it's the reason why I'm standing in an abandoned town in the middle of nowhere with a creepy-ass mad scientist underground lab at like 2 in the morning. We go up the old...
It's 2 o'clock in the morning now. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys, this man's storytelling is actually really nice. And the way he keeps tying back to this joke of like a scary underground town with scary abandoned town in the middle of nowhere with an underground creepy scientist lab in the dark until you him. Like the way he keeps coming back to that joke is actually funny. Tom's a funny dude. Who would have thought?
Wooden stairs and push this giant creaky ass door open and step inside the sanatorium, and we're at the end of this long hallway. And at the end of that long hallway, there's a giant, big, massive open room, and that's where the light is. So we start walking down this hallway, and there's doorways lining this hallway, and they're all the padded rooms that crazy people would hang out in. We get into the big main room, and as we enter this big main room, I shine the flashlight up on the wall, and just like this perfect, massive piece of art up on the wall, it is painted, "Please burn me down." Olivier says, "Oh, there's the light." Walks over, picks the light up, and now that we have this all-important light in our possession, we turn and start walking back down that hallway towards the main door. Now, what happens next is probably the most horrendous thing that I've ever witnessed in my life, and I'm sure Olivier would say the same thing. In fact, I might actually call him and get his account for this video, but what happens next is the single most horrendous thing that I've ever witnessed in my life. So like I said, the hallway is lined with doors on both sides, right? And they're like holding cells, or they're like padded rooms or something. You know the ones? Yeah, you know the ones. Now, I'm not exactly sure how to explain this. You know that feeling you get when somebody is watching you? Or you know when you see something out of the corner of your eye and you quickly turn your head and there's nothing there? Or you feel the hair raise up on the back of your neck like someone's standing behind you, but by the time you spin around to face it, it's gone? Okay, that happened to both of us.
Got a cold chill?
At the exact same time. Except something was watching us. And that thing in the corner of your eye that you don't expect to see when you look, we saw it. And that thing that you feel behind you when the hair raises up on your neck and you spin around, and when you spin around it's gone, it was there when we spun around. In perfect synchronization, all this shit happened. We turn and shine the flashlight into the padded room next to us, and there it is. A shadow standing up from the floor. Not a shadow cast on the floor, a shadow standing up off the floor. It looked just like a person, except it wasn't a person. It was featureless and almost transparent and massive and daunting and rigidly standing there with its arms by its sides. You can't see from where you're at right now, but I have goosebumps all over me. And at the same time, we just started to run. And we were so scared, and it was so dark. We were just like two frantic animals running from a predator. It was like some sort of primal survival instinct had taken over, and we were just absolutely frantic, and we were falling over each other and tripping over rubble and tripping over pieces of fallen wall and ladders and all of this stuff that we can't see in the dark. And somehow we made it to the front door. We kicked that motherfucker open and ran out into the middle of the street. And we didn't stop running. We weren't even thinking. We were just moving as fast as we could, as far away from whatever the hell that thing was, as far away as we could get. As fast as we could get there, we were going. And after running for what seemed like a marathon, we just finally stopped and we almost collapsed on the ground, and we're just spinning our heads like a swivel from side to side, just trying to orient ourselves and gain some sort of information about where we had ran to. And I'm gasping for breath and looking around, and I'd say to Olivier, "Where are we?" And Olivier says, I don't know. And I picked a flashlight up and I flash it around and I'm looking. And that's when I have another terrifying realization, and I say out loud, "Dude, we're lost." And I mean, we're so scared, and it's so dark. And
that would suck big dick. Like if you got lost in an abandoned town in Canada that everybody died from tuberculosis with an underground creepy scientist, mad scientist lab.
This town is so big that we've completely lost ourselves.
The sound effects in this is making this story pretty dope.
Here. And I remember Olivier gasping, "I think the car's that way." You know, and he just kind of points out with one hand, just totally exhausted. So I turn the flashlight in the direction that he's pointing, and I shit you not, I take one step, and this flashlight flickers twice and dies. We're lost. It's dark. We have no flashlight, and there's that thing in the sanatorium. I honestly don't remember the next 30 minutes. And I don't remember the next 30 minutes because we were just running on pure adrenaline and racked with fear. But we found our way out. And this time when we crossed those train tracks and went up that hill, before going into that forest, we turned around and we looked down on Tranquille one last time. And guess what? The lights in the sanatorium were on. So we barreled through the trees and around the iron gate and over to the car. And I remember Olivier opening up the car door, and he's leaning the front seat forward and he's scrambling to try and get into the back seat of the car. And I had just had enough. I remember putting my foot on his ass and just shoving him into the back of the car, standing the seat up, jumped in, slammed the door, and I just said, "Drive." The director started, "Oh, what happened?" And I said, "Shut the f*** up and drive."
I'd beat the shit out of that director.
We made it back home, mostly unscathed and in one piece. But you know what the craziest part of this whole thing was? You remember those kids I mentioned at the beginning of the story?
Yeah, I was going to say, where the fuck are they at?
Well, when I got home, I started Googling Tranquille. And I started researching that abandoned town. And that's when I found out that Tranquille was an abandoned town where people with tuberculosis would go and live out their final days. And that's when I found out it was the most haunted place in North America. And that's also when I found out that those underground tunnels were used to remove the dead bodies from their houses without having to wheel corpses through the streets of the town and scare the shit out of all the children and everybody else living there. But the scariest thing I found out was that 10 years prior to our experience in Tranquille, 2 kids went out there ghost hunting. And they fell through the floor in one of the houses and died. A boy and a girl.
There you go, Tom. My man Tom, literally, that was a pretty good storytelling. Not even gonna lie. Shout out to Tom McDonald for the nice story right there, man. And shout out to my mom for texting me and making fun of my accent that she birthed me with. Yo, I'll give it to Tom. He is a really fucking good storyteller. I wonder if somebody's gonna go back. What is it? He said he went in 2012, 2013. First of all, I want to see the fucking music video he's talking about. I'm going to go on his channel real quick and see if it's even there. Sort by oldest. House in the Hills. Oh, God, he's got so many. If anybody knows the video he's talking about. But, yeah, how are you guys feeling about that story? I'm gonna tell you guys about my experience now. I'm not gonna have the production that he had right there. I just want to show you guys something real quick. Damn, this song has almost 600,000 views. What the shit balls? I didn't know this.
Violent liberal mob wants to defund our
you guys can't
police
see it.
and erase our history.
Okay, so when I first met Vin J, God, how long ago was this? Well, I can tell you, it was the day this happened. This was in March, I believe. It premiered in April. So it was April of 2019 is when I first met Vin J, and he had just started blowing up off of Mumble Rapper versus Lyricist. And I flew to New York to stay with my brother. He lived in Brooklyn. But I flew to New York, and while I was out there, it was actually the first time I met Joey Nato, too. I did a music video with Joey Nato, and I did a music video with Vin J. And the music video that me and Vin J were doing was to our song called Out of My Mind. And so it was like, okay, perfect place for an Out of My Mind music video is a creepy sanatorium, or an insane asylum is what we called it. I don't know if that's the same kind of thing. But it was pretty much the exact same thing that Tom was describing. But, yo, shout out to Terrence. Sorry, let me get this. Shout out to Terrence Jameson. Sent the beat to your Crypt livestream email. Hope you like it. Yo, thank you, bro. I will check it out. That's the Joyner Eminem, or the Joyner Logic beat. I will definitely check it out for sure. I've been looking for beats for my album. But, anyway, back to this. So he tells me this is where we're going to go to shoot this music video. So we go out there, and can you guys see it? Yeah, you guys can see it. So, I'll mute the song. But you guys can see, this is the outside. This is literally the outside of the building that we were in. Actually, this isn't the building. This is the building in front of it. We went to the building behind it, which was about half the height, but it was way bigger. It was like this big U shape. So it was a lot longer than this. It wasn't as tall, but it was way longer. It was a huge U. So this would have been one part of it, and then there would have been another part that went out this way and another part that went out that way. It's fucking massive. But yeah, this is where we shot this music video. It's an insane asylum campus almost. There's like 4 or 5 different buildings. You guys can see that this is what it looked like on every single floor. There's like 14, 15 floors. Every single floor looked just like this, okay? Completely rotten, graffiti everywhere, lights hanging down, all kinds of shit like this. My man's wearing a fucking flannel, not a flannel, a fucking, what's it called? Restraint jacket. We have gas masks and shit. But I'm in a different part of the building when he calls me, and you can see the windows are busted out. There's bars on the outside of the window. You can see the lights hanging down in the hallways. This is the first time I ever met Vin J, was right here in this this building. And you can see this place is fucking huge. So he's rapping right now. Hold on. And the part of the concept of this video is we go into this. God, you can see all this creepy shit too, man. Like the 666, the Antichrist symbols, and they were everywhere, bro. Fucking everywhere. But you can see the room that I just left, one big-ass open room. Everything is just broken down and just molded and just awful. You can see eat shit and die. The whole building was just like this, man. And it's literally like 80,000 square feet at least. So fucking big. Just all kinds of hallways and rooms and shit like this. I'm glad I have a visual to at least show you guys what it looks like. And you can see how long this hallway is right here, and there's doors just all the way down this hallway. And there's about, I don't know, 200 hallways that are exactly like this. They all go out to these big common rooms. I think at one point I'm about to walk through where the cafeteria and the kitchen was. That was one of the big-ass open rooms that was there. There's a meeting room that was there. This is the cafeteria right here that I was walking through. You guys can see all this shit. So, yeah, this is what the building was that we were in. And there's the long-ass hallway. So, anyway. So, yeah, that's just trying to give you guys a visual. So, we are there, and we filmed for like 8 hours. We're in this fucking thing for 8 hours. And I got lost at one point because we kind of did the same thing Tom did. We just got curious and wanted to walk through and see what everything was like. And we all got separated at one point. And, like, I was probably a solid 500 feet from Vin J and them. Like, I was across. It was so fucking weird. It was almost like a circle. Like, if you were in one part of the building, you could look out the window into the window of another building, like 500 feet away, and there was like you got a playback error? Why'd you get a playback error? What's going on? All good here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we got separated at one point for like 20 minutes. We couldn't find each other. Then finally made our way back to each other and filmed this video all day long. There was plenty of places in this building where you could fall through the floor. There was an elevator shaft that didn't have any doors, so you could just literally drop straight down the elevator shaft and die. But I remember, dude, we were filming for like 5 or 6 hours in all these different places, and we're just walking through, and then we turn the corner, and then a guy is just walking down the fucking hallways. Like, we are the only ones there all day long, and then just randomly there's some guy walking down the hallways. And we're just like, what the fuck? And we don't say anything to him, and he just walks back by us, goes somewhere else, and then we don't see him for the rest of the day until like 2 or 3 hours later, and then he like comes from the ceiling. There's like this drop down attic stairs that he walks down. No idea who the fucking guy was, but that was my story. I told you it wasn't scary like Tom's, but that was basically the gist of that. So anyway, what else do you guys want me to react to? Why are people getting playback errors? That sucks. Everybody good? Can you rap Godzilla? Can you suck my wiener? Why are you getting a playback error? Check your internet thing. Mr. Nightmare? Who's that? Wait, look at that. I wanna keep with the scary stuff. Oh, these are animated? Oh, these are all creepy, scary stories. Nice. Excuse me. Alright, true school stories, mansion stories, 10 terrifying true scary stories, volume 7. React to This House by Tom McDonald. Tom, his music is copyrighted, so it'll stop the stream. Anybody's stuff that's copyrighted, it stops the stream for a little bit, and then it brings it back, but it fucks it up. School stories. Alright, fuck it. We'll do school stories. 3 disturbing true school stories. Alright. I don't know if this is animated or not. Get the fuck out of here.
I was in my junior year of high school in 2009. I was sitting one regular school day in English class. It was towards the end of the year, and we were working on final projects, meaning we needed to use the school laptops. The school library was closed for the week because of some kind of damages or renovations. I really don't remember all the details regarding that. But even still, I was pretty sure the laptop carts were still being stored in the back room of the library. My teacher asked the class which of us would like to go down and get the cart. I really had to pee, so I raised my hand because it was a good excuse to go down to the bathroom anyway. After making a quick stop at the bathroom, I made my way to the library. The lights inside were all off. There didn't appear to be anyone in the entire library. It was pretty dark, but there was just enough light from the few windows in there to see where I was going. Like I said, the laptop carts were usually way in the back section of the library in a separate room. There was a glass window that looked from out in the main area of the library into this back room, and it was really dark in there. I tried the door handle, but it was locked. Nice voice. Now I looked around not knowing what to do. I didn't really want to go back to the classroom to tell my teacher. I looked around the library, hoping there was maybe at least one staff member in there. I did hear something coming from the other corner of the library, actually.
Yo, shout out to Tamakazi for the $20 dono. It said Nuke's top 5 videos. Okay, I got you after this one for sure. I'll listen to this first story and then we'll go to Nuke's top 5 videos.
As I walked closer, it sounded like some kind of consistent clicking sound. It was coming from one of the study rooms that classes would sometimes be held in. The door to this room was cracked open, but it was also dark in there. There were also windows that looked into this room, so instead of marching straight in there, I tried looking in through the window in the main section of the library. I was like 80% sure I could see someone standing in the back corner of this little room. I pushed the door open a little more and called into the room. My voice echoed a bit. I tried hitting the light switch, but the lights didn't turn on, confirming the power was shut off in the library. I stepped into the room, a bit confused why I didn't get an answer. I wanted to confirm that what I was seeing was a person. It's so hard for me to explain what I was seeing. It literally looked like a humanoid figure from the doorway. Head, torso, and everything. I didn't even have a cell phone back then to use to light up the room. I stepped deeper into this room, but I stopped when I started to become disturbed by what I was seeing. It didn't look like a person anymore. It looked like some kind of thing. Humanoid thing. I was pretty sure he or it or whatever was looking at me. I could make out a face on its head, which was easily twice the size of a normal human head. Not to mention how tall this thing was.
This is interesting.
Maybe 7-8 feet up. It was completely still, as was I. And it wasn't until I saw movement in the corner that my heart completely dropped, and I ran out of the room and out of the library. I was breathing heavily, heart racing. A teacher I knew named Miss Carp happened to be walking by in the hall.
Miss Carp.
And I asked her frantically to follow me into the library to see. She asked me in a stern voice why I was even going into the library, given that no one was allowed to enter that week. I told her that I was sent to get the laptops, and maintaining her stern voice, she told me all the laptop carts were moved to the presentation room. Apparently, I had zoned out when my teacher mentioned this.
Oh, what a shitty student. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to King Chill for the $5 dono. No words, so I guess... Thank you so much, homie. And I actually just remembered somebody else donated earlier, and I forgot to say... That was a while ago. Oh, man. I think I missed it. Oh, fuck. There was somebody else that donated, and I missed it. That didn't say anything, so whoever did that... Thank you. Sorry. All right, here we go.
Told Miss Carp to follow me into the library anyway to show her what I saw. But when she reluctantly followed me there, not only was nothing there in that back room, but the light inside of that room was now working. Miss Carp was annoyed with me, and of course she didn't believe me or just thought I was seeing
Can't get over
things.
that her name is Miss Carp.
I eventually went back to class with a computer cart from the presentation room and explained to my teacher that I went to the library by mistake. I never really mentioned what I saw to anyone else for fear of sounding stupid or crazy. I don't know if I believe in ghosts or paranormal shit, but I really have no freaking clue what I could have seen in there.
Okay, so my man went to the library and saw a shadow. A humanoid shadow. Man, okay. King Chill, DJ Con, burn it down. DG Con, burn it down. Is it copyrighted? Because I can't react to copyrighted stuff or they'll take the stream down. They've done it before. B Mills, $10. Can you react to my latest song Before I Begin Again by B Mills? You inspire me a lot, man. Thank you. Yo, B Mills, let me check it out real quick. I'm trying to keep with scary stuff. Give me 1 second. I gotta do the top 5 thing. Nuke's top 5 videos. Oh God, it's more scary stuff. Real ghost caught on camera. Okay, we'll do that. Phasmophobia. The game lagged like a motherfucker, and I can't figure it out. King Chill, it's not copyrighted. Okay, I got you.
It felt like something was around like someone's hands were around my neck.
What the fuck is that? Is that like a Saw character? Nick's top 5 videos. Okay.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera in haunted houses. Uninvited house guests.
Why do I know this guy's voice?
What?
is it? Is it real? And what is it doing there? Alan Campbell went to the home to see for himself.
Joshua Higgins and Heather Bruff claim that their Highland, Michigan home is haunted.
Oh,
They say that they've heard unexplained footsteps up and down the stairs, and even an angry male voice screaming and laughing in the night. But the couple, who live in the house with their 15-month-old daughter, say that the frightening occurrences don't stop there.
I mean, there was even a morning that I woke up and I had felt like something was around like someone's hands were around my neck.
One night, Heather catches a glimpse of something absolutely terrifying on her daughter's nanny cam.
Oh, fuck that. Huh?
Heather immediately runs upstairs.
I freaked out. I stopped what I was doing
quality's
and
so
I ran
shit.
upstairs and I grabbed my daughter.
Fuck that, bro. The quality is so bad on it that I can't tell if it's been edited or not. But that, if I saw that and I was laying in bed and I looked over at my kid's fucking thing just to make sure he was okay and I saw that shit, no. That's the answer. No. There wasn't even a question to be asked, but the answer is no.
She was horrified to find that her daughter had several mysterious scratches across her face.
Heather says this so-called ghost scratched her daughter Lily and attacked her too.
It scares us that it could do something else.
The couple plans to move out of the house as soon as they can afford it. For now, they are sleeping in the same room with baby Lily every night.
Yo, fuck that. Let's move Tale from the Crypt. That's fucking weird. Who recommended... Huh? Nobody even recommended this video. They just told me to type in News Top 5 videos and I just randomly clicked one and now we got Tales from the Crypt. What the fuck? That's a little weird. Not even gonna lie, it's a little weird. Shout out to Redline for the $5 dono. If you decide to react to music, would you consider checking out a song on an EP me and my friend made called High Night by B2B Gang. Listen, I will listen to it after the stream for sure. I'm trying to keep all scary stuff related. That way I can post this video after the stream. But I can go back in the live chat and look at some of this stuff. And I will do that on my own time for sure, homie. But bro, Tale from the Crypt, what the idiot? That's fucking dumb. Alright.
Tale from the Crypt.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Now, this next video is not technically a haunted house, but maybe something a bit spookier. A haunted cemetery crypt. The poster of this video says that he was walking through the hallway of a mausoleum in a Mexico cemetery late in the afternoon when he happened upon another strange visitor near the tombs.
Y bueno, pues es un panteón relativamente nuevo, tiene alrededor de 30 años funcionando.
Yo, that's an above ground
sí se ve
mausoleum.
algo tenebroso, pero pues supongo que así son todos los panteones.
Yo, that's creepy as shit. I didn't know things like that existed.
Es un niño. Niño.
Kid.
Niño, ¿quién eres? Niño.
Yo.
¿Qué diablos hace aquí un niño?
Ah.
¿Quién eres, niño?
Now the kid standing.
¿Qué pedo?
Yeah, the kid stood up really fucking weird.
Niño. Manche. No mames.
Ay, nah.
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Ay, güey.
Nope.
Ya no hay nadie.
What the fuck?
¿Qué diablos fue eso? No mames, yo lo vi. Nadie me lo contó, yo lo vi.
Can you imagine walking through a mausoleum, there's some kid crouched at the end?
No mames.
Why is this guy there, first of all? And what are these noises? So many questions.
¿Quién está? ¿Quién es? ¿Quién es? ¿Qué tranza?
Oh, this video's fake.
Descansa en paz.
Now, there's something else that's very bizarre in this video that you might not have spotted the first time through. Watch as the guy filming approaches the area where the young boy had been standing. Did you see it?
Oh, looked like
The
somebody...
face of what looks like a boy peers from inside a sealed crypt with no door. So,
I don't know what it is.
do you think? Is this a ghost caught on camera in a haunted cemetery crypt?
The kid found.
Or simply a well-edited hoax? You decide.
I mean, you can clearly
Disappearing
see
act.
there was like a hallway
The
to
person
the
who
left.
uploaded this video claimed that every morning he would awaken to find a particular door in his house open, even though he had closed it tight the night before. Then one day, while walking through his house, he was shocked to see what could only be described as a face staring back at him from behind the door's glass. He set up his camera to record and captured this scary video.
Wait, is this the one I'm thinking of? Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember that from way back in the day. They showed that shit was fake. Nah, buddy. Nah. I remember that video from when I was like 12. King Chill with the $5 dono. Hit me up after the stream, bro. I want to show you some lyrics I wrote. Just message me on Instagram. I'll do my best to try to look at it. One thing I will say, though, is lyrics. I never judge lyrics. I always judge delivery because lyrics are supposed to be from the heart and what you write, so it's like impossible to really judge that. And then Redline with the $2 dono. I can DM you the link on IG for later if that's okay. Yeah, bro, absolutely, for sure. They did like 4 or 5 of these videos, and they just got like, yeah, they got fake as shit. Yeah, I might actually show you guys something. Oh. Yeah. What's with the baby crying? I thought my house was haunted today. I have a digital scale in my room at 3:45 this morning. I was in bed, lights off, and the scale turned on by itself. Yeah, fuck that. Alright, we get it, dog. You fake scary
The video
videos.
poster says that the sound of the crying child could not be heard when he recorded the video.
Yeah, because you
That
put
he
it in
only
after.
heard the cries after playing the video back.
You can definitely tell you put it in after.
In the comments,
too
some have
clear.
argued that since there are doors in the small entryway, the video could be faked by someone simply slipping back into another room and hiding when the door is opened. However, that person would have to be pretty fast since the face disappears almost instantaneously.
Or you would have to...
If the video is a hoax, it would be more likely that it's done with some crafty video effects work.
Which is true.
But what do you think? Is this a ghost playing peekaboo? Or just a hoax?
Holy fuck, can we go to the next one?
The Porto Montt
Debunked.
haunting. Now, many people are familiar with the
Porto Montt.
infamous Enfield haunting, which inspired the movie The Conjuring 2.
Oh, yeah.
The Enfield haunted house originally gained notoriety not only because of the paranormal...
Hold the fuck up. Can somebody explain to me why the fuck is that end table not against the wall and right smack dab in the middle of these two beds? That is irritating me beyond all measure of anything that's ever irritated me in my entire life. I just needed to point that out.
The Enfield haunted house originally gained notoriety not only because of the paranormal events that took place inside the house, but also because the haunting was verified by multiple independent sources. The witnesses
random-ass
even
shoe
included
thrown.
the local police.
They were even more baffled when 2 of their beat constables
actually researched
reported
the
seeing an
Enfield
armchair levitate across the Hodgsons' living room.
It came off the floor, or nearly a ½ inch, I should say, and I saw it slide off to the right, about 3.5 to 4 feet before it came to rest.
Well, there's actually another lesser-known haunting that has even more independent verification than the Enfield haunting. That's the haunting of this small house in Porto Montt, Chile. The residents of this home say that they heard the strange voice of a woman screaming in the night, telling them to get out. Soon after, the bizarre transparent image of a woman began to appear in their home videos and photographs. But the story gets even weirder. A local priest was called to the home to bless the house. Allegedly, this is video footage from the priest's visit.
¡Oh, cuidado! ¡Cuidado! ¡Ah! ¡Puto el mueble! ¡Fuera! ¡Fuera, señor! ¡Se lo saca! ¡Fuera, señor! ¡Me rozó! ¡Poder, Dios mío! ¡Saca todo, por favor! ¡Fuera, Dios mío! ¡Tú tienes el poder de Dios, señor! ¿Lo botó? ¡Bótalo, señor! ¡Fuera, señor! ¡Sácalo! ¡Con Dios que está aquí!
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. This one freaks me out more than any of them because you can hear it in that priest's voice how freaked out he is right now. And then, like, that's the kind of thing that you can't fake. That kind of emotion. That's crazy.
But the bizarre paranormal encounters at the Portamont house didn't stop there. Late one night, the Chilean police were called to the home. The family claimed that the evil spirit in the house was, quote, lifting objects and starting small fires around the house. When the police arrived, they were shocked to find that the story was 100% true.
Los propietarios en este caso indicaron que había efectos paranormales en el domicilio. Claro, nosotros al ingresar al domicilio pudimos percatarnos que de forma sorpresiva caían especies del entretecho. Igualmente cuando iba saliendo yo mismo de la puerta, un cuchillo color negro de aproximadamente unos 15 centímetros pasó rozándome la espalda y gracias a Dios tenía el chaleco antibalas, ¿no? Por lo que no se produjo alguna lesión o algo. Recientemente igualmente se pudo apreciar humo que salió de una parte del interior del domicilio. No había nadie al interior.
¿Personal de bomberos todavía no se ha hecho presente en el lugar?
Personal de bomberos no ha concurrido al lugar. Tenemos controlada la situación nosotros, hay baldes con agua, igualmente mangueras, pero tenemos todo controlado aquí. Además, haciendo presencia para evitar un mal mayor.
Los propietarios también obviamente lo que logramos apreciar, han sacado sus enseres, ¿no es cierto?, para evitar algún tipo de propagación, como bien menciona, pues el fuego, ¿no es cierto?, se ha estado produciendo.
Bueno, como usted pudo apreciar, hay algunos colchones que están quemados, como asimismo especies quebradas en su totalidad.
You know how fucking pissed I'd be if I had to deal with the demon that just kept starting small-ass little fires everywhere in my house? Like, I'm just walking through, and I smell smoke, it's like, what the hell? And then I go to the bathroom, and there's just like a little baby fire on top of the counter. It's like, that asshole demon, back at it again. What? I'd be so on edge. That is torture. I'd rather you just, like, pick me up and throw me against the wall once a night. That way I can expect it and be ready for it, rather than have to worry about small, inconvenient fires of every hour of every day.
Como lámparas que cayeron desde el techo.
One of the policemen who was filming outside even caught actual video of what appears to be something flying across the room inside the house.
Procedimiento de rigor, ¿no es cierto?, para tomar obviamente lo que son fotografías, evidencia, ¿no es cierto?, de esta casa, fotografías, evidencia, ¿no es cierto?, de esta casa.
Yo, I like this channel.
De esta casa.
Bro, I would absolutely say fuck this house. See you at the Portis.
The family was removed from the residence for the night, but still live there to this day. So, what do you think? Is the Portamont haunted house all just an elaborate hoax, one actually perpetrated by not only the family, but local clergy and even the police? Or is this actual proof that ghosts and haunted houses really do exist? You decide.
Yo, alright, so let me give you guys a hypothetical here. I've spent already close to $100,000 on my house right now. That's down payment, that's the addition with my studio, inspections, all kinds of crazy shit that I've had to do. If I went to bed tonight and I woke up and something was throwing a fucking guitar at my face in the middle of the night, I'm gone. Without hesitation. Zero hesitation. I'm getting my shit and I'm gone. And I'm never coming back. Not even going to get back in the driveway. And I love this house and I love where I live. But if that shit happens, No! No! Not even, no!
Onlooker. YouTuber Death God 2022 says that he is not a believer in the supernatural, but after his family moved into their new house, they all began to experience strange things. One night he was watching his 2 daughters on their baby monitor, and he saw this.
That's just some different camera angles. I'm not terribly convinced with that one. Shout out to Velocity with the $5 dono, Dave, Psycho. I'm trying to keep it all scary stuff related, so please try not to donate for a reaction request or anything right now. Like I just want to react to scary shit. Like I'm gonna look at a couple things that people have donated for and I feel bad for, but yeah, try not to donate for a reaction request. I just want to watch some fun shit with you guys tonight. Mom said, I saw a snake out there and questioned if he still wanted to move that far into the woods. Yeah, that was true. We came out here to check out the house, and there was a snake wrapped around the lattice on the front porch. And as we were leaving, my mom's like, are you sure you want to move out here to this beautiful country house on 8 acres off from the beaten path that's cheap as shit right now? Are you sure? Because there was a little bitty king snake. No, it wasn't little bitty. It was actually pretty big. But there's a snake wrapped around the lattice. My mom was out. If it was up to my mom, probably would not have gotten this house, but thankfully I haven't seen a snake since that day.
It almost looks like the blurry image of another small child peering over the child gate and watching his daughters play. But when he goes to check, there's nothing there. Is this a creepy child ghost caught on camera?
69
or just a
degrees
trick of the
Fahrenheit.
infrared light? And if so, just what is the light picking up? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Yeah,
thanks for watching.
It seemed kind of like it was a wreck, so, you know. As my man Tyler Westmoreland says, sus. What other videos do they have? This is actually, I like there's actual videos. I mean, the storytelling ones are cool for like podcast listening stuff, but I like the videos. 5 ghost videos, so scary, Karen called the manager. Huh? Some of these are really long. 5 ghost videos that will make you paranoid. Let's check that one out.
I'm Amy McGrath, and the two
Shut up, Amy McGrath! I'm so fucking tired of your ass and your ads! Holy shit! Alright. Are you okay, bud? You okay? Oh shit! What the fuck happened? Some shit just fell out of nowhere. You okay? Scared the hell out of my dog too. Okay. Yeah, anybody that's donated for a reaction request tonight, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram or my email, and I will check that stuff out separately on my own and give you feedback, okay? But for now, I'm going to keep reacting to the scary stuff. That way I can post this video, this live stream later. Alright, 5 scary ghost videos that will make you paranoid. What, buddy? Come here. My dog is freaking out.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Follower.
Hey, buddy.
Over on the YouTube channel Franco TV, Frank is exploring the allegedly haunted Old South Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee. The hospital opened its doors in 1959 and housed sick and injured patients for nearly 40 years. Now, like pretty much any old hospital, the South Pittsburgh has a dark and tragic past. Hundreds of lives were lost inside its walls, and many witnesses claim that the ghosts of some of these patients still roam the hospital halls. Among the reported encounters, witnesses claim to have seen strange shadow figures, the spirits of wandering former doctors and nurses, the ghosts of children, and even repeated incidents of objects being thrown or moved by an unseen force. As Franco...
Yeah, nothing scarier than ghost kids. The kid ghosts. Yeah, B Mills, hit me up, bro. I'm gonna send you a personal video of what I thought about it. Just because I want to keep it all. Buddy, are you okay? Oh, pull my air freshener out of the wall. Yeah, B Mills, hit me up, and I will react to that on my own, and like send you a video of me and my thoughts and stuff. Just because like I didn't want this stream to be people donating for reactions and stuff. I just wanted to react to what people told me, and then we got on the scary kick.
TV begins his overnight investigation. He begins to hear some very odd noises.
I'm actually getting some noises. What the hell is that?
Some weird fucking noises. That thing moving? Oh, it's a bell. So that means this video's fake, because that guy sucks. Shout out to Somnio Goofy 97 with the 1500 ISK. I have no idea how much that is. Icelandic currency? Is that what that is? Shit. Sorry, but this is my friend's first song. You don't have to watch it now or at all. Bad luck, Copious. Okay, send it to my email, please, and I will check all this stuff out at the end of this stream for sure.
The chilling sound of a jingling bell echoes through the dark hallways. Franco eventually finds the small bell dangling in a hospital doorway, still mysteriously moving on its own. Dismissing the strange occurrence, he continues on to the hospital's pharmacy. It should be noted here that the hospital's current caretakers take great care to try to recreate what the hospital might have looked like when it was in service, so the shelves of the pharmacy are stocked with empty medicine bottles. Now, that may seem a little odd, but not nearly as odd as what happens next.
Oh wow, this thing's got an in-house pharmacy. I have my night vision on the other side there. Whoa. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that would be creepy as shit. Why do they have this set up like this? Hold up. Hold up. I'm a man of reasoning. Okay. No. Well, I mean, why did that happen? Why is it those two? Why did they fall at the same time?
Look at this.
No, okay, what the fuck? Why did it just... You dick. There's definitely like a string or some shit. Yeah, I don't believe this one. Debunked! Don't know how, but it is.
No freaking way. Holy crap.
As Frank enters, several of the empty pill bottles unexplainably tip over and fall onto the floor. Now beginning to feel a bit uneasy, Frank continues his exploration. Now,
yo, that's how I know this shit's not real, because, like, if that happened to me, if I am legitimately going through an old hospital and nobody else is around and 3 pill bottles just fucking get knocked over like that, I'm out! I am out! I'm not gonna be like, oh, must have been the wind inside of this building in the middle of nowhere with no windows. We'll just keep walking. Especially after the bell. Like, if I was there and a fucking bell started ringing and I saw it started swaying, I'm out! Like, I'm literally out. What the hell?
checking out the hospital's former children's ward.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab this.
Let's watch him conveniently point at something.
Oh my god. That horse is moving. it's on.
Oh shit! Woo! Sorry, bud. Woo! Okay, sorry. Something happened. Oh.
Is that your
I'm in
horse?
a weird state of mind and some shit happened.
Do you like playing with the horse? I feel like this is like a child's spirit in this room.
This guy sucks.
And it oddly got actually cold.
Soon after the rocking horse incident, Franco finishes up his investigation. But later, when he posts the video to YouTube, his viewers notice something that Franco didn't see. Something downright chilling. Now, throughout his investigation, Frank says that he feels like something is following him. Turns out, he might have been right.
What the fuck? That's what's so weird. Yo. Chill.
As Franco heads into one of the hospital rooms, his night vision camera captures a bizarre pale figure that seems to follow him inside. Could this be one of the patients that allegedly haunts the hospital grounds?
I mean, you can't trust
Could it
YouTube.
simply be a mist or a trick of the
You
light?
really can't trust YouTube.
Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Just the only
see
reason I know
more
is because I used to fake ghost videos on YouTube back in the day, so I know this.
Franco's investigation.
Yo, shout out to Anime Dolphin with the $10 dono. It says, no request, I just wanted to say that I'm a huge fan. You and Screw have both introduced me to so many artists. You truly are one of the good people on this platform, and your music just keeps improving. Yo, thank you so much, man. I actually needed that today. I appreciate you, bro. Yo, shout out to you. You are a real one, man. Thank you so much. My man, Anime Dolphin. Can I get some hashtags in the chat? I tried to do a dolphin noise. That didn't work.
Check out his YouTube channel, Franco TV. The Reaper's Warning. Facebook user Neri Kellerman is outside having a smoke when she sees her laughing neighbor standing on the ledge of the building next door. Neri starts recording as she asks her neighbor just what it is that she's doing.
No, manches, ¿estás loca? ¿Estás loca, verdad? No.
After the incident, Neri Kellerman posts a video on her WhatsApp with the title, "My Neighbor is Crazy."
You can post
She got
videos
an
on
odd,
WhatsApp?
unexpected reply from one of her friends. Her friend Alan asks, "Is it me? Or is there someone behind?"
Unison chord pack. Unison
Alright.
MIDI chord pack. It is super,
Is it
super
me,
useful.
or is there someone behind Unison?
In her.
Yo, shout out to my man Gunsmith05. He never says anything for the puppy man. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate you, homie. You don't have to do all that. I do appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Oh, man. But yeah, what I'm getting out of this video is I did not know you could post videos on WhatsApp. That might be the move. Shout out
Neri
to my man
is shocked to her
Gunsmith05.
core.
Always showing love.
She posts the video to her Facebook page, and when someone in the comments brightens up the video, things get truly bizarre.
Aide, no. No, manches, ¿estás loca? ¿Estás loca, verdad?
No one can identify what the terrifying dark figure is, but some concerned viewers in the comments have speculated that it's the specter of death, standing beside her neighbor as she's being a bit too careless while so close to the edge of the building. However, Neri Kellerman's neighbor is completely fine and did not get hurt.
Well, that's
But
good.
just what do you think this ghastly figure is? Let me know down in the comments. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Caught on live stream. Young Twitch user Wesley and his friend Josh are streaming live on Twitch. Only a handful of people are watching and not much is going on. But things are about to take a turn toward the bizarre.
Hello, bro. I'm from Argentina. Yo, what up, dude from Argentina?
Weird camera angle.
Minecraft, bro? He is. So am I. Dude, wow.
What was that? What was that?
I think the chair fell. Yeah, no, the chair fell.
Hold on. Let's check it out. Turn on the light. Hold on.
The dog isn't in here either, so.
You're joking. What was that?
It was the cans. It was the cans. It was the cans. It was the cans. It was the cans.
Dude.
How do I end it?
Press in. Just press in.
Wesley and Josh are startled by a loud bang, and Josh says that a chair in the room has inexplicably just fallen over on its own.
I'm on the fence about
just
that.
Just as Josh turns on the...
There was a lot of things that happened. It's a pretty easy circumstance to be able to fake that. I'm gonna throw it up in the air. I'm gonna say it's more than like I'm gonna say it's fake, but you know, you never know.
Lights to investigate. The closet door seems to mysteriously close, but neither of them notice. Wesley continues his game, but then several soda cans near them violently crash to the floor. And with that, both of the guys seem a bit spooked and decide to just end the live stream right there.
I mean, they're pretty good actors for as young
one
as they
strange
are.
thing that I noticed about this video is that when the sliding door closes, it looks almost as if a small dark figure can be seen inside the closet.
Yeah, because there's someone.
Now, this figure can also be seen briefly earlier in the video and remains completely motionless throughout. Now, of course, this could be one of their friends or a family member playing a prank on them, or it could simply be fake. But if Wesley and Josh are acting here, then it's a pretty impressive performance, because they both seem legitimately freaked out.
That's what I'm saying. They did a pretty good job of acting.
What was that?
It was the cans. It was the cans. It was the cans. It was the cans.
Hide and seek. Paranormal explorer George Guerrero from the YouTube channel Caballero Paranormal is investigating an allegedly haunted house in Mexico that locals call, quote, the House of Souls. The current owners claim that they are terrorized by the frequent paranormal activity inside their home. On a daily basis, doors in the house slam shut on their own and objects move or fall off shelves for no reason. Scariest of all, they often see the frightful apparitions of an older woman and a little
Over 50,802 producers have been using a simple yet powerful tool that allows
girl.
Yo, shout out to Rob Z231 with the $10 dono. So what up, Crypt? I just want to say you are a gifted artist and an inspiring person. I wish the world for you and your family. You have a fan for life. Respect to you, brother. Yo, man, y'all gonna make me cry tonight. I'm in like a weird emotional mood tonight. Some of y'all keep saying some stuff like this that really makes me... Thank you. Thank you, Rob. Yo, show some love to Rob in the chat, bro. Thank you so much, man. That really does mean a lot to me, and thank you for including my family in that as well. That's what a real person does, man. Thank you so much, man. You really... Thank you. Okay. Let's keep moving on. Shout out to my man Rob Z up here. Alright, let's keep moving on with these scary videos.
George Guerrero has gotten permission from the family to investigate the property and broadcast his experience live on social media. Once inside the home, George uses an odd-looking tuning fork to generate a high-pitched tone, hoping to get a reaction. He then asks the spirit to show itself.
Los invito a que se manifiesten esta madrugada conmigo. ¿Dónde están?
Horse starts moving. I'm calling it
Quiero
now.
verles.
When George doesn't get a reaction, he gives up on the instrument and walks around the property to explore.
Oh.
Then, this happens.
Ay, cabrón, escuchen. ¿Fuiste tú? Ay, acaban de sonar el diapasón. Escuchen. Wow. Está igual como yo lo dejé.
This man's a faker.
Something
It's a phony.
strikes a note on George's
A big
tuning
fat
fork back
phony.
inside. But when he comes back into the room, there's nothing there. He feels as if the spirits are toying with him, perhaps poking fun at his little musical gadget. As George explores the house, he finds a child's room with toys scattered across the floor.
Pero vean, o sea, tiene muchos juguetitos. De hecho, no hay no hay. ¿Escuchen? Uy, cabrón.
Escuchen means, did you hear that?
¿Es en serio?
Those subtitles aren't right.
¿Escucharon?
George hears the unexplained giggle of a child coming from inside the house and goes to investigate. And now, he captures something terrifying.
Ay, ¿qué si no mentes?
Did you see it? George doesn't notice, but the little girl seems to be staring at him from the darkness.
I didn't see that.
So did George capture the ghost of the child that allegedly haunts this house? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Watch your back. In another live stream, this time on Facebook, Australian YouTuber Filthy Investigates explores an abandoned house that is said to be haunted. During Filthy's live investigation, he doesn't get a lot of activity other than some voices and unexplained noises. But at around 1 hour and 40 minutes in, Filthy accidentally captures something truly terrifying. As he gets up and heads to take a look at the house's attic, his live Facebook viewers notice something right behind him. Without Filthy noticing, a large dark figure moves swiftly behind him without a sound. Facebook viewers quickly comment on Filthy's live stream to warn him. And even though he sees the comments, he doesn't seem to believe them.
Shadow behind me. I'm glad you marked that.
It isn't until he rewatches the spooky moment later that he is shocked by what he captured. So is this a ghost caught on camera? Is it just a strange trick of the light? You decide.
Kinda looks like his own shadow.
Thanks for watching. For more updates and random things, follow me on Twitter at New.
Yo, I've had fun tonight. I don't know how long I've been streaming. It doesn't tell me. Let me go back and look in here. Almost 2 hours. What the dick? Okay. Yo, I'm gonna stop the stream here for tonight. Again, anybody that donated wanted me to react to their stuff, just hit up my email, and then we will make sure that it gets looked at for sure. I'm gonna go get some Sonic, get a big fat cheeseburger with some cheese tots. If you guys haven't seen my video earlier today, I ranked Eminem's albums. If you haven't subscribed to Indie Amplify, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. But that's going to be the end of this one. Thank you for everybody that donated tonight. And thank you for everybody that just came in and hung out. It really does mean the world to me when you just come hang out and talk to me. So you guys are awesome. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, somebody just sent me a dono real quick. Shout out to... Shout out to Poetics. Just sent you beats. Just worked with Futuristic. You next on my list to work with if possible. Appreciate you, man. Yo, if it's a beat... Excuse me. If it's a beat that I fuck with, I got you, bro. I don't care how big or small you are. If it's a beat that I fuck with, I will hit you up. I'll buy that shit, and we'll work together for sure. And then shout out to Gunsmith05 for the $2... I get so much gas. For the $2 dono. Thank you, homie. Y'all have a very blessed night. Thank you for everybody again that stopped by. You guys go eat some Sonic cheeseburgers, too. I will see you guys in the next live stream. Love you guys. Ow! Yo, can somebody mark where I got scared really bad?